previously on Dragon Ball Z.
I'm Mr. Johnny Drummer. Been dreaming about this gig for 20 years. 20 years. And now I birthed the dream with the vision. Now the twins appear. Now I search for 20 careers. 20 careers. They trying to link me back to South Ave. I gladly stretch my staff. They was getting laid out.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Bobby here. And today we are going to be going over the monthly finals matches. So this is chapter 2 of my esports adventure. Chapter 1 I released about 2-3 weeks ago. It was my introduction to Space Station Gaming, our roster announcement, all that cool stuff. Today was the first qualifiers to make the first monthly finals, and we faced a couple good teams. So we're going to be going over the games. Unfortunately, I don't have them in my battle log, so we're going to be watching from Sans' point of view. We're going to be talking about the drafts, the games, basically everything, but we're going to be watching, again, from Sans' point of view, so keep that in mind. So set 1, we had Larry, Jesse, and Ash, which I thought was a really good comp because A, we have a tank, which is really good. B, we have a mid, Jesse, which is really good, especially versus the Cat and versus Lou. And then C, we have Larry, which is a really strong brawler against non-throwers or non-aggressive brawlers. So basically all we were trying to do is hold the inside of the bush. You guys saw Ducky jumped on me with the Cat there, but I was able to put my rats down and Chino was able to help. And from this point on, we're kind of just trying to control the middle as best as we can. We have the Jesse turret, we have the box, we have Larry with vision, and we're just trying to keep as best of a lock on the mid as we can. We get a couple we get a couple kills, not mills. We hold the mid down really well, and here Ducky's just trying to make a play to get me trapped there, I guess, but I pop my hyper to take less damage. Me and Chino have the gem split, and Sans is kind of just trying to hold control of the middle. He kills the Melody, which is kind of the only threat they have to kill us, so that is going to be game 1 going to us with a pretty comfortable win. So going into game 2, kind of the same thing. They went 2 players on the right side. I got a nice double hit there, which gave me full rage. Like you guys know with Ash, full rage is going to give you crazy speed. But I'm not trying to force anything. If I try and shoot them, they're going to be able to hit me and gain super. So we just sent Sans over there onto that right side because he can't feed any hits. The Cat is going to jump on me, and I do get clipped a lot. The Melody goes in and starts making some crazy plays, but amazing pressure from us, perfectly holding things, perfectly controlling the box, and we get that hyper Jesse out. Now the Cat's gonna go invis again, but for some reason I don't know why the Cat keeps jumping on me when his teammates aren't around. Like a Cat by himself is obviously not going to kill an Ash. Kind of some questionable playing from Ducky over there on that right side, but well played by them to kind of be patient. I don't know what this lag is, I apologize for the lag, but well played by them to be patient to try and go for an attack all at once. Sans is holding down that right side. They do have a Cat jump, so they use the Cat jump to get a Melody hyper. And the Melody is going very, very close to us, but fortunately for us, Chino does get the hypercharged turret. He's able to put it down and slow the Melody. And this is actually set 2, and we're going to be able to take a 2-0 lead over SKC. Now, SKC did win the next 2 sets versus us and brought us all the way over to set 5. I'm going to be showing you guys a couple different matches that we have, so I'm kind of just trying to show you guys the important parts of every match. But we went Barry, Amber, and Griff, which is a pretty interesting comp. I mean, Barry is very good in Heist. Amber is also very good on Heist, which most people don't actually think. But if you can get that spinny Amber gadget on the safe, you do like 50% almost. It's insane. Barry, you guys know all about Barry. I mean, I don't have too much to say about Barry. Barry's insane on Heist. You guys know that. I made a video. And then Griff is just kind of to defend the Sam. Rafiki is known for his Sam, so got to make sure we have the counter for that. Sans is playing it really well. Chino does get on safe with the Amber there, and he didn't get on safe for very long, but you can see exactly how much damage he does. It's pretty crazy. And again, I just come up, I heal Sans. I want to do some damage, so I have my super. I'm going to dash up over on that right side, if I remember correctly, and start shooting the safe. And Chino and Sans are just going to kind of defend the Sam, because that's all we're worried about right now. So you guys can see I'm doing little bits of damage, slowly but surely. They do have a hypercharged Penny. I don't know exactly why they have a Penny, to be honest, because we took Barry before they went Penny. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to be able to get the kill again. Oh, I guess Sans did, but we got a nice little pinch over there. The Sam is going to go for me, so I'm just going to shoot a shot on safe. Me and Sans are going to switch sides. I'm going to hypercharge the safe, and I thought we were going to finish here, to be honest. But Chino used his spinny Amber to get the kill, so we can only shoot the safe. He couldn't use his gadget on safe. But we got it all the way down to 12%. Now, this is when Bilal comes down on Rico, and I'm pretty sure he absolutely shreds our team in half, if I remember correctly. He does have his hyper. Yeah, he pops it. He clips Sans. He clips me as well. And then he also clips Chino, who's getting pulled in by Rafiki's glove. So they do an instant, like, I don't know, 50% almost. And we just got to kind of calm down, get a kill. So we killed the Sam pretty easily. Because Sam, you know, he can't really do all that if you all just focus him. Bilal goes for a crazy clip. He almost hits it, but we're able to stay alive. And now we're just slowly moving up the map. I'm healing my teammates. I'm trying to get this Rico down. I'm doing the best I can. So is San. So is Chino. I'm going to heal backwards just to make sure nothing happens. But we get the kill on the Sam. And that is game right there. They can't do that much damage to our safe. We shoot the safe. And thankfully for us, that is going to be the win against SKC to move on to the final round of the winner qualifiers bracket, which is a big win for us, definitely, because it was a very hard losers bracket if you lost in that spot. So big win for us, big props to us, and also very big GGs to them. So now we're going to show a couple sets versus KCP, which was the team we faced after SKC to make the monthly finals from the winners bracket. We did have the hardest bracket again, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So we got Chino on Macy, Sans on Larry, and me on Bell. So the Macy pick kind of wasn't the best pick. We did pick Macy pretty early, and what happened because of that was Chino kind of got tortured on his lane. No matter what, he was landing a Griff or a RT or a Janet, which is really good into Macy. Then we had Larry in the middle, which I liked originally. I thought was really good. I don't know if I love it. And then we have me on Bell, which has 3 winning lanes. Like, Bell is definitely good in this scenario on paper, but I just don't think we got enough pressure. So here we have a bot. We kind of have Fade tapped up a little bit, but unfortunately we're just not able to do anything with the bot. It's a little bit of a waste. Chino, he's trying his best. I'm able to get a 2-tap over there. So I feel like here we should be able to get some pressure. Sans and Chino do both get marked though, and unfortunately they do get low, so they can't really push up. If we got Sans over to their unbreakable wall, we would have had a lot of pressure, but unfortunately that just never happened. And we kind of had to reset a little bit and kind of just, you know, go back to where we started, which is just like shooting their lanes. Tyrant's doing an incredible job with the Macy turrets, just making sure Sans stays low, which ends up getting Sans killed. And it's kind of the same thing. Like, we're just walking up. Unfortunately, Chino hasn't gotten a super yet, but it's a very hard lane, that RT lane. And Sans is kind of doing his thing in the middle. I'm trying to win lane again. It's a little bit difficult. Unfortunately, I do get the miss over there, and Sans gets a bot. So now, again, this is kind of our chance. Chino does have a little bit of positioning. Fade is marked. I feel like if we were able to move up over here, again, there maybe was a chance we could have taken zone positioning, especially right here. But unfortunately, we just weren't able to get any type of control this entire game. Even when we got them low, we just didn't really play as best we could. And I don't know. It happens, I guess. Sometimes you play good, sometimes you play bad. Again, we're just kind of holding our lanes, kind of just doing what we can at this point. But they're slowly but surely just taking zone control. And yeah, I don't know. Tyrant just like plops that hypercharge over our head. He gets a nice little team wipe. And unfortunately, that is going to be the game. That was set number 2, which gave them a 2-0 set lead. So let's move on to set 3. All right, so on to set number 3. We have Sandy, which is Sans' main, Cord, which is Chino's main, and me on Max. I never usually play Max, but I'm pretty good at gem grab mid, so I don't mind playing Max mid, although I think Chino's definitely better than me at it. He's way better than me at Cord, though, so he's got to play Cord. Really good start by us. We get good positioning on their walls, and that's exactly what we want. We also have pretty early gem lead. Good stun over there by Sans, good pinch by me, and then also good pinch by Chino to get a super. We're kind of just holding down the mid really well right now, doing our thing. Buzz does have super, but we do have Sandy that has stuns and Cord that has realm plus jump, so we are pretty immune to Buzz when it comes to stuns. We're just kind of doing our thing. Chino with a really good take over there that he's going to be able to kill Tyrant pretty easily. Good stun by Sans over there, which stops Fade from supering in. And Zulon is going to clip me. I survive at 100 HP. I was a little bit out of position there, to be honest. I probably shouldn't have been up that high, but luckily for me, I was able to stay alive at 100 HP. And I'm able to get the last gem. Sans is hyper, so he's going to go up, get a beautiful 3 hits. He's going to get his hyper, super, and I mean, the rest of the game is just kind of light for us. Pretty easy win. Sorry for the cough, but I found the fact that we won this game pretty interesting because it was just a 10-0. And yeah, I don't know. Their positioning was kind of interesting. So they definitely do change things up over here in game number 2. We decided we wanted to change things up as well. So we went and doubled the Buzz lane, I think, which I wasn't really a fan of. Actually, maybe not. I guess we didn't do that this game. Last game, I went pretty aggro for the gems, so I tried to again this game. It started off pretty good, but I think I got kind of greedy for that last gem over there. Actually, I got out pretty well. Okay, never mind. I took that back. I played that pretty well. Things were going good. But Tyrant is slowly getting his super, which, I mean, it's okay, but obviously a super is going to push us back. Chino gets a good kill over there. I'm able to pick up a gem, and I think over here our positioning was really bad. Sans should have moved up that left side. I would say me, but Sans is the lane, so Sans definitely should have moved up that left side. Him going back kind of gave the Rico and the Buzz pretty good control. I don't know if Sans was necessarily like maybe trying to cover me or something and make sure I don't die. But then Fade grapples, gets the kill over there on Chino, and this kind of puts us in a weird position over here. You know what? I think this is game 3. I think we low-key missed game number 2. I'm not 100% sure, though, so I guess we're going to see soon. But they have full positioning. Chino has super, so at this point, I'm telling Chino, like, yo, you got to super the Buzz. You got to get the Buzz out. So we all go against the wall. Chino gets a super. Yes, it's definitely game number 3. Tyrant does waste his hypercharge, but the issue with Chino's cord here is that he kind of just lets the Buzz spawn on my face, and then the Buzz gets the kill. Chino does get his hyper, but he sprays it straight away onto Tyrant Star, which doesn't allow him to get the kill on someone that we need. And then we move up. We actually have decent positioning over here. Sans is a stun, but he misses it by like a tile, and unfortunately we do end up losing game number 3 here. And that's a 3-0 sweep for KCP, and they're going to take the W, and they qualified from the winner side, which pushes us to the loser side. Now, I'm going to pause the video there just to say, like, I don't know what happened, and I'm definitely not one to make excuses when we lose. I mean, full props to KCP. I thought they played amazing. I don't know what happened to us. It felt like we were really tapped in, really locked in when we were going up against SKC a round before. And even when I thought we had a good comp, or when we had some chance at getting position, it just felt like we weren't playing as a team. It felt like we weren't really engaged in playing properly. And that was really, really interesting. And I don't really know why it was caused. It's definitely going to be something we work on for the upcoming monthly final, where we go back and we face KCP, which is a hard team, and then Tribe, probably round 2, which is another hard team. But I don't know. We got swept. I don't think it has anything to do with skill, drafts, or teamwork. I think it was more so just, I don't know what happened to us. We weren't there in the moment. It's not an excuse, especially since we trained so hard for this moment. But in monthly finals, we're going to do a lot better. Don't worry about us. So then we move on to the losers bracket game, where we're going to be going up against Counter, Relax, and Tatier. These guys actually beat us in a previous match arena, so we definitely weren't taking them lightly, even though it was a losers bracket. They're not necessarily a super skilled pro team, but they're good players nonetheless, and you know, we definitely have to give them the respect that they deserve. So here we have Colette, Carl, and Eve. I really like our comp here. I think it's really strong. I'm gonna get a Colette super on the safe over there and just do some damage, and now we're just kind of trying to hold the bush. We want to go in really only when Sans gets good Eve pet value, but Chino was able to go in and kill the Colt, and Chino killing the Colt allows Sans to move up and freely shoot the Buzz, which allows me to move up and shoot to get my Colette super. So even though we're kind of waiting for Eve pets, definitely a good job by Chino to go in over there. So here he does go down, and the main goal for me and Sans is kind of just make sure we hold positioning. He uses his hyper pets in the middle. Good hyper pets, but at the same time, it kind of just lets the Penny shoot them. So even though it's working out really nicely on the left side, I think the right side is kind of lackluster a little bit, and the Penny's just able to shoot it. I guess it doesn't matter though, because they weren't able to gain any position. Chino gets a nice kill. Sans gets a nice kill. We get some more pets, and Chino's doing a really good job in their corner. I'm kind of just doing my thing, existing for now. They're trying their hardest not to feed me, but I'm pretty close to a Colette hypercharge, so that's what I'm going for at this point. Chino out of gadgets, so I feel like at this point it would be best for him to just get like Buzz Super and bait it and have Sans get his pets off of it. But I mean, we're doing a great job. We're holding down this entire game really well. I'm able to get my super over there, and I think I'm really close to my hyper, maybe like one shot off. I'm able to get it over there, so I use it. I'm able to get my kill. Sans almost wastes his hyper. Luckily for him, he was able to get it off though. We're holding control really nicely. Unfortunately though, again, Penny's on the same side, I believe, as the Eve pets, so I think we got to make sure we use them away from the Penny, not like the Penny can just walk over and follow them, I guess, but I don't know. Buzz misses that grapple. It gets a little bit unserious at that point, and we're going to be able to take the win in game number 1 of set number 2, where we're up already 1-0. So going into game 2, kind of same strategy. I'm going to try and get locked in on the Buzz over here and just get my super off the Buzz. He has a really good grapple play, but I time my gadget really nicely, so I'm able to maximize the healing I get from it, which keeps me alive while the Penny pushes up on my lane. And Chino does a great job. He's in the corner. Sans is doing a great job with pinching and just staying alive. Chino with a really nice play over there. And I try and get a kill on the Buzz instead of super in, which I think was a good play because I'm just kind of charging my hyper. Meanwhile, Chino's just kind of like team wiping in their spawn. And I'm already like 1 or 2 shots off of hyper. Chino's in their spawn. We've already done 50%. We haven't gotten our Eve hyper. We haven't gotten our Colette hyper. Like, things are going really well for us right now. Counter, like, I don't know what bro's doing on the Buzz. Like, I respect the Buzz pick for sure, but I don't even know what happened this game. We're going to get a really easy win in like 40 or so seconds, and that's going to give us a 2-0 set lead in the losers bracket. So I'm just going to skip over to the end of games in the knockout set because the mid game was really boring. But we have Kat, Janet, and Rico. A lot of people in scrims for some reason have been giving Kat up first pick, which you usually never do on this map. And then they go Barry into the Kat. I guess Barry's supposed to be strong into Kat because you can heal the Kat. Heal your teammate and damage the Kat at the same time if the Kat jumps on the opponent. So I guess it's a decent strategy, but we've beaten it almost every single time. So, I mean, who knows, I guess. So again, we're going to skip forward a little bit because it's a little bit boring. I'm going to kind of distract them and get them low, and then Chino's going to get a nice clip in the middle. Our main goal when we're playing this comp is just to kind of make sure that we don't die while they push in on us because we have no range. We can't hit them. They're just hiding behind walls the entire round, which is why I'm not showing it. And we kind of just wait to the end of the game. I jump on Janet's back. Hopefully Janet has fly. Usually she doesn't. And then we try and get kills. Fortunately for us, though, we're able to win that game number 1 pretty easily. And then same thing in round number 2. They're just trying different strategies, different ways to get us low before the circle comes in, but we're just sitting in the back. Sans doesn't have super, but they perfectly line up for Chino to get absolutely clipped over there. So very beautiful, great clip by Chino. Gets a nice little triple kill. And at this point, we just need 1 more round to take the win. I skip forward a little bit. Smoke's coming. Sans does have his super now, which is exactly what we want to play for. I jump on Sans, so Sans is going to move forward. Chino's going to go for a clip. He actually goes down pretty early. And they're playing this really, really nicely, to be honest. Like, very, very nicely. Sans was able to get a lot of hits. He unfortunately wasn't able to get the last one right there. I think if he got that last one, maybe I would have had a shot to win. But unfortunately, he didn't. He does have his hyper, though. And that's exactly what we need to win this round. So Chino gets his hyper. Sans is 1 shot off his. He was this entire round. And we wait for the smoke to come in. Eventually, the Pearl has nowhere to go. So Sans finally hits a shot. And once this hyper comes in, they're just finished. Like, the Janet's bombing them. The Cat's bombing them. Rico is hypercharging them. Like, it's just a lost cause for them. So don't mind my stats. I'm just a little cat sitting in the back of the map. That is going to be it. That's going to be our qualifying match. And that is how we qualify for the monthly final number 1. So a quick look at the bracket so you guys know what's happening. First, we have Tribe Gaming, which is probably the best team right now in North America, which consists of Luffy, Zeus, and RBM, versus SK Kalalas, which is Ducky, Bilal, and Rafiki, who we beat at the start of the video. Then we have Pioneers, who beat us, versus Space Station, which is Old Tribe versus Old STMN. So it might be new names, but the rivalry apparently is never going to die. We have Elevate, which is Czar, is Livy, and Juan Carlos versus Real Ones, which I forgot who Real Ones is Sam, Nathan, and Razu. And then Code OG, which is OG's second best, and Charles versus Havoc, which is Vegeta, Eve X, and Diego Gamers. So a really stacked monthly finals, especially at the top. Hopefully we can get our revenge on Pioneers. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. But Chapter 3 is going to be coming very shortly in about 2 weeks. I didn't get any in-person footage this video, and I apologize for that because that's what I'm trying to make sure I get a lot of. But I'm going to make sure I get that for the first monthly final. It was my first time doing this in like 6 months when it comes to like playing competitive and kind of getting myself back in the mix of things. So I was pretty focused on making sure I don't mess up and things go well. But even though we lost, I think things went fine. We have a tough bracket, but we're used to it, and hopefully we pull out with the win. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and all that. And until next time, peace out.